today. The Camaro is getting a new windshield finally. So those guys are supposed to be here in like 2 hours. Right now, the front end of this car is all torn apart. I've been doing stuff with the turn signal, parking lights, all that stuff. So I need to get the car ready for them. And I'm gonna move the Saturn out of the way that you saw in the past couple videos. The battery keeps dying, something's killing the battery, but I need to get it out of the way so they can get access to the car. So the bumper of this car is just dangling on the floor right now. I'm gonna mount it back up, probably with only like one screw, because I'm gonna take it off again at some point. And I'm just gonna keep the turn signal or the parking light bulbs, these, I'm gonna keep them out because the passenger side, when it blinks, it's really slow, and this side won't blink at all right now. And it used to be this side blinked when there was no light bulb in there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna replace the flash here. It's only like 10 bucks. If not, I need to get a new socket for that bulb. Now a few days ago I picked up a couple light bulbs to hopefully fix all the lighting issues, like the third brake light not working, the turn signal's not working, and I found out that it's more than just light bulbs, it's wiring as well. The third brake light would not light up. I checked with my multimeter, there's not any power. So I had to, first I checked under the brake pedal. So the black connector with the blue on it, that's the brake pedal sensor thing that lets the brake lights illuminate on the back. That's how the car knows when you're braking to light it up. And I checked that and there was power there, so that thing wasn't messed up. Good. I traced the wires for the third brake light. It's just a positive and a ground, and I trace it through the hatch to here. Where the third brake light is, it's a yellow and black, but in here it's like a brownish tan color and brown and black. So I pulled those connectors. Turns out they were cut. Inside of this thing is the black and yellow, and there's also a purple one, which I think is for the rear window defroster, which is also cut. So that's another thing. But these wires were cut, so I just soldered them back together and now it works. And also the ABS in-op light is not on anymore, so my ABS works now because of that. I can't believe the wires were cut. Now this socket for the turn signal or parking light, whatever you want to call it, the copper thing inside of it, I think it's copper or maybe like a bronze, but whatever sort of metal thing it is, it's a little corroded, and that could be why the connection's not good enough for it to blink to pull enough current. But I'm gonna go with the flasher because it was working before, and the flash is only like 10 bucks. If not, then another one of these is like maybe 10 bucks, and I just wire it up again. So last night I had this car running for a while. I checked, the heater works, the AC works. So, I mean, this car is ready to drive. And I didn't show you guys yet, but my grandpa took this car around the block for its first test drive. Probably the first drive this car has done in 3 years. And I'll show you a little clip of that. But man, I went out and learned on my grandpa's friend's car, learned how to drive stick for the first time, so I can't wait to drive this car. Now before I drive this car and practice and learn how to drive stick in it, I'm going to make sure the turn signals work. I'm gonna get the windshield replaced, which is happening in a couple hours. And then I'm gonna put a muffler on it, just so it's not obnoxiously loud as it is. Something I'm not sure of is the steering wheel supposed to move like this? I don't know if that's normal. My dad doesn't think that's safe, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I can obviously live with it. I'm not too picky, but I'm gonna tighten where it links down to the steering column. Maybe that will fix it, but it seems to be where it's adjustable, like it's just loose or something. And I don't really have a way to tighten it. There's no screw I can tighten or anything. So if anyone knows, is this supposed to be this much play? So under the car, where the muffler would be, the stock muffler was just cut. So someone obviously did a muffler delete and didn't replace it with pipe or anything. Maybe they're just parting it out and bought the muffler. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna hook up a muffler right there, probably like a $30 one, because I'm not sure what I want to do with this car. Now I'm not sure if I want to make this car really loud, long tube headers, no cat, just all pipe, or if I want to put on a next-handed muffler on it and have it tamed down. So all I need is a cheap muffler, like maybe 30 bucks, exhaust clamp it on, and then I can start learning how to drive this thing. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I took out the fake hood vents. So when we test drove it, I could see if there was any smoke coming out in case it was overheating or something caught on fire. I'm gonna leave it out for now until I'm 100% sure this car is good. But this is the best the hood will close. You can see it's not really closed at all. And I think this is a major culprit. It's hitting on the fender. I mean, it doesn't latch down. It hooks on it, so it's not gonna go anywhere. But the latch here just won't go down all the way. You know, so I'm gonna play with that a little, and hopefully by the end of today get this hood down all the way. I noticed when trying to close the hood, it was rubbing and denting right here. So that was this thing. I'm guessing this is like a strap for the battery, something you can tie around. But I just put all my body weight on it, stood it, and bent it down because it was bent it up for some reason. And then also over here, this was flared out, so I took a screwdriver, chisel, hammer, and kind of punched it back in. I punched it a little too far, and then I had to hit the sides of this bracket for the hood, pop that in, and now it can fit in between there. And when I close it, and now this side is basically as flush as it's going to get. So the only reason it sticks up still is because this fender is getting caught. So I'm gonna need to chisel it in a little. And I think that should be it. And then it should be able to latch. So all the lines matched up. The hood just would not latch for some reason. And while it was up, it fell out of the thing I had holding it. Hit my elbow a little, so that hurt, but now it's latched. And I mean, that's as good as it's gonna get. So, first time this Camaro's ever had a latching hood. Looks good. And the Camaro has a windshield. This windshield even has the little tint thing, like a sunshade. So the company that did this is called CPR Glass Work, something like that. And yeah, for 200 bucks I got a new windshield installed and everything. Now I gotta keep the tape on there for 24 hours, but I mean, that's not a problem. I'm not driving this car. And the hood latches. I'm not sure why there's a gap here. Could just be the fender. I don't have the fender bolted in all the way. I mean the bumper. I still need to play with this bumper. I need to allow the hood to clear it better because it's way too close. But I think that's gonna be it for this video. I'm probably gonna pick up a flasher from AutoZone and see if the turn signals work with that. But I'll see you guys next time. With the new flasher installed, we have working turn signals. This car is ready to drive.